You've seen the flying kicks, the nunchaku spinning like lightning, and the iconic screams in movies, but let's get one thing straight, that was just the surface. Bruce Lee on screen was a legend. But Bruce Lee off-screen in real-life fights? That's where the true power, the raw philosophy, and the unstoppable fighting style came alive. In today's video on techniques of martial arts, we're diving deep into the reality behind the icon. This is not about his movie choreography. This is about how Bruce Lee actually fought, the techniques he used, the mindset he carried, and the encounters that shaped him into the unstoppable force he became. So if you think you know Bruce Lee, think again. Stay with us, because by the end of this video you'll see a side of Bruce Lee the movies never showed, and you'll learn how his real-world fighting style can completely transform the way you train, defend, and move. The early sparks of a fighter. Bruce Lee's fighting journey didn't start in Hollywood. It began on the chaotic streets of Hong Kong, where he faced real street fights, not scripted, not staged, but raw, unpredictable, and dangerous. As a teenager, Bruce found himself getting into fights frequently not for show but for survival and pride. This was where he started training in Wing Chun under the legendary Ip Man. But Bruce wasn't just a disciplined student, he was a rebel. He questioned the rigidness of traditional forms. He took what worked and threw away the rest, even back then. And that mindset? It would become the foundation of his real-life combat philosophy. What made Bruce unique wasn't just his technique, it was the fact that he understood that fights in the real world didn't follow rules. They were messy, fast, and over in seconds. And Bruce knew how to dominate those moments. Real-life sparring, the untold footage. There's a clip that hardcore fans might have seen, Bruce Lee sparring in the mid-60s, moving like a blur. This wasn't a performance. This was real sparring, and it revealed something stunning. Bruce's speed, reflexes, and timing weren't just for the camera. He was that fast, that sharp, and that efficient in real encounters. Bruce didn't rely on flashy combos or long fights. He mastered economy of motion, doing the most damage with the least movement. And that wasn't just theory. It was tested in real sparring against trained fighters, and sometimes even in unsanctioned matches. He believed that sparring had to simulate real combat. You didn't just go through the motions. You fought to test your timing, your instincts, and your ability to adapt on the fly. That's what made his training so deadly and so real. The Wong Jack Man fight, fact over fiction. One of the most talked about real-life fights in Bruce Lee history was his showdown with Wong Jack Man in 1964. While there are different versions of what happened, one thing is certain: this was not a movie fight. There were no rehearsals, no stunt doubles, no retakes. The fight was reportedly held in private. According to Linda,